G'day guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another episode of Wasteland Survival. So obviously in last week's episode I got a fair bit of the interior done for this control tower, although I didn't really get as much as what I hoped I would get done, but there are a few ideas that I have to kind of complete this. So I guess we've done the interior decorating, so this kind of phase will be kind of furnishing this control tower. So just before we get started though, there is one thing I would like to change. So I think I've figured out a way to get this area here looking a little bit cleaner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the interface back on. I'm going to get rid of these two blocks here and also do the same on the other side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace these with the standard blocks that we have in the game already that weren't added in the last update. So we will replace these blocks with these ones here. So let's weld those up. And as you can see, it looks a fair bit neater than what it did before. So yeah, that was... I was kind of struggling to find a way to make this as neat as what I wanted it to be. Let me just kind of get my bearings here. And yeah, I think this is a decent compromise, and it still looks nice while still being airtight, and then also, you know, still kind of maintaining that extra view range that I wanted to achieve before. So now, when it comes to the interior of this room, I was thinking that maybe what I might do is make it the same as what I've done with a lot of the other rooms in the base. And what I mean by that is, I think what I want to do here is sink the floor down. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grind a block out through the floor. And what I want to do here is maybe something like this. So maybe we can add in one of these 2x1 blocks, and we can place one of those there, and there. And do I go one further? Maybe I do. Yeah, so and then from there we can put in one of the new blocks that were added in the last update, or in the Wasteland update I should say. And then from there what we can do here is we can place in some blocks that kind of bridge this gap, if I can select the correct ones. So we'll place that one there like that. In fact, you know what? Maybe what we can do is we can place in a block that goes like this, and then we can grab just our corner block, although I'm in the wrong menu for that. Grab a block like that, and then we can grab our other block that goes like this. And then it's going to be kind of the same principle as this part up the top, although obviously I can't make it as large, because if we have a look inside you can see that those blocks go up to there where I want it to kind of slope down, so I can't really occupy that space with full blocks, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But if not, yeah, just let me know. And then from here what we can do is we can put in these blocks, and then from here what we can do is just put in our 2x1 slopes. So we just put them all the way along until we get to the same spot on the other side, which I believe was, yeah, it's at that point. And then from there obviously we place in that block. And then what we want to do is place in these blocks here. So we'll place in those. Yep, like that. Wait. I think I might have messed this up. So let's get rid of this one, and this one, and this one, and then we place in this block here, and then from there we can place in the other block. So that one, the 2x1 tip, which will be that block there, and then we can grab our small tiny little tip, spin that around, place that over here, and then we grab our little corner pieces, which is these ones here, and then we just place it like that. And then what I'm going to do is just grind out all of this floor and then it's going to allow us to sink everything down. So basically my plan is to have a catwalk that kind of goes from this point all the way along here until we get to this point, and then we have a platform that kind of overlooks this. But I've kind of taken a little bit of inspiration from Star Wars, where I don't know if you guys have seen Star Wars, or if, I mean, I'm assuming you have, because I mean, you know, it's a sci-fi game, so yeah, I'm just going to assume you have. But when the guys are working or walking along the bridge of the Star Destroyers, you can see kind of like they're walking along a platform, and then the bridge where all the personnel are actually down below another level. So that's basically what my plan is here, is to do the exact same thing, except what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to grind out these blocks here. And actually, I don't know why that block is staying there. That shouldn't really... Is that going to charge me? No. Why is that block still there? Interesting. So what I'm going to do is get rid of all these blocks. And I think what I'll do is I'll replace these with these blocks here. I don't really want those blocks there to be smooth, if that makes sense. It'll kind of make sense once I actually grind all this stuff away. But yeah, so and then what I'll do is I'll get rid of all the blocks along this way as well. In fact, I need to get rid of everything that's on my inventory, I should say. So we'll get rid of all these blocks here.
Energy low.
These ones, because we don't need these, and these ones as well. And basically just everything. And then we're just going to sink this floor down by one level, and it should be all hunky-dory. Yep, that's basically where I want to be. Get rid of these. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten rid of all the blocks. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place in these blocks here. I'm going to leave the blocks there free, and then we're going to, well, I'm going to leave the corner block and we'll fill that in later. But then what we're going to do is we're going to place these all around the edge here. Now I think on this portion of the room here, I think I'm going to do something very similar to what I've done up the top here. So we're going to use these blocks with just the corner cut out of them. So the half slope inverted light armor, if that kind of makes sense. And then we place those blocks in here. Place another one over this side as well. And it looks like I have forgotten to drill out, or grind out, I should say, these blocks here. And then what we'll do is we'll place these blocks here that go into a bit of a slope, and then off the side of the, and they will kind of match up perfectly to the blocks that we've got on this side here. So they will kind of match up with these 2x1 slopes here. So that is very nice. Actually, let me just withdraw some materials for these. Okay, so I got myself some materials. Let's get all these things welded up. Okay, so that is all of these blocks welded up. Obviously what I need to do here is kind of drill out this floor here as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll do that now. And so let's just kind of drill this out as best as what we can without trying to reveal too much of the mountain, where it kind of, where the control tower kind of yeah, mounts into the mountain, I should say. So we'll try and do that as best as we can. Okay, so I have drilled out everything that I need to, at least I think I have. I guess I could go ahead and place in some more blocks here just so that it's kind of finalized. So what I'll do is I'll spin this one around and place a block there, and then also another one there, even though you won't see them, but it kind of makes me feel better that they're there. And then obviously what we're going to do is just place down our regular square blocks and just create ourselves a floor here. And then this is where kind of the base of operations is going to be. Also, what I plan to do at some stage, well, after I've done this little base of operations, I should say, I am planning to put like a floating catwalk in midair, and then from there we can put a couple of control stations on there on some upside down catwalks. So And then I might just leave this block free, and then we'll go outside and then we'll just kind of fill in the gaps here. So I think here all we really need to do is just go ahead and place in some of these blocks here. So the 2x1 bases, place those in, weld all those up, weld up the entire floor, and then we're ready to start the interior design of this thing. Alright, well, that is the floor done. So you can kind of see on this corner here I've placed in the new blocks that were added in the Wasteland update, and on here I've basically just made a mirror image of what's up on the roof there. I am really tempted to get rid of these blocks though. I might grind them out because I don't know if I'm 110% happy with those. Alright, so yeah, we'll just leave it like that, and I think that looks a tiny touch better. Right, so now what I want to do is go ahead and place in my catwalks. So what we'll do is we will withdraw a whole bunch of materials for those. So I'll just withdraw these ones here, and we'll get some with some railings as well. Because yeah, I guess that's kind of what we want. Right, so I guess at this point what I want to do is basically place in some catwalks that have a single railing. No, sorry, a railing on either side. So what we'll do is we'll place a railing on either side immediately after the door, and then from there what we can do is I want to create some stairs that go down to this level. So I think what I will do is I will have another catwalk that goes straight, and then as I mentioned before, I'm going to have a set of catwalks that goes upwards, and then another set of catwalks that is on a second level. So how many blocks do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this kind of presents a little bit of a problem, because what I had kind of wanted to do was basically place a control seat, like let's say there. Well, what I'll do is I'll place a block as a
energy critical.
Why do I not have any blocks? So what I was planning to do was grab a control seat, and do I have the materials to build it now? No. We'll just use a block as a placeholder. So as I was saying, plan was to initially place them one by one like that, but obviously you can see that that's not really going to work out. So I think what we can do instead is we can place, like, let's just assume that these are control chairs. So we'll place one there and one, well, actually no. What we can do, actually, is we can place a control seat there, a control seat there, and then one there, and then one there as well. And then we can obviously replicate that on the other side. So then here, what we can do is we can go ahead and we can place in some stairs. So we'll grab our stairs like this. Man, these controls, I always get mixed up with these controls. So we can place a set of stairs like that, and then we can do the same on the other side here in between the other two control chairs. And then from here, obviously what we want is we want a railing with no what do I say? Sorry, catwalks without a railing. What am I talking about? And then from here, I think, now what I could do is I could place a single set of stairs either there or there, but I think for the sake of symmetry, what I may do here is just place a set of stairs like that and then like that, and then also spin these around and do the exact same for this side here and then this side here. And then what we can do is we can place in our graded catwalks without any railings. And then now from this point onwards, what we can do is we can just place in some catwalks with the railings on either side. And then maybe we can do the same here. And then maybe what we can do is, I was thinking about doing something like a T-junction out here, but I think maybe what I'll do is like a U-joint. So what we'll do is we'll spin this around, then we'll grab this like that, the corner railing catwalk, and then what we can do is we can put two end pieces here so that you kind of have like two observatories. So if we end up here, then we can, you know, two people can be standing here talking back to the people that are in the control tower itself. Now, in terms of the control panels themselves, I had thought about using something like, in fact, what do these control panels need to build? Just interior plates. So what I'll do is I'll just withdraw a few interior plates so that we can just put a few placeholders down. So, what? Why is it not letting me find these? Ah, that's alright, whatever. And then what we'll do, so I could place these ones down. That is really frustrating. Alright, let me get some energy and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got myself some energy. So as I was saying, what I want to do is, like, I was thinking about using these blocks here, but I think what I'll do is I'm going to use these control stations with the massive screen on them, because I think that kind of makes sense. The only thing is with the other ones is they kind of look really cool, but they don't really have a lot of screen space, I would say. So you would kind of assume that somebody sitting in a control tower would be looking at radar, looking at all sorts of different stuff. I don't really know what, but you know, it just kind of makes sense to me to have a lot of screens there. So and then what we can do from here is we can obviously go ahead and place in some more catwalks on top. The only problem here is though that as you can see, I can't actually attach these catwalks, but what I was thinking though is we attach these things upside down. So I think what I'll do is I'll place a catwalk upside down on either side here. And then what that will allow me to do is place some catwalks on top. But what I'll do for this one is I will place some catwalks on top with a railing on one side. And then from here, because we are actually getting quite close to the roof, matter of fact, maybe I can go one further. So yeah, alright, maybe what we'll do from there is we will place our catwalk with an end piece there. So what we can do is we can walk up these stairs, we can get to this point here, then we can go to here, then we can walk over this side. It's I don't know if it really is redundant, I should say, but I guess it kind of looks cool, so why not? We'll just leave it in there. So then we'll put our railing with a catwalk on either side, and then we can put in one of these. In fact, you know what? Maybe instead what we can do here is we can get rid of these catwalks here. And then what we can do is we can put a catwalk in that is the right angled ones. And then we can create a mid-air bridge that goes between the two top catwalks here like that. So yeah, that kind of looks pretty cool. So then from here, what I'm thinking about is placing some kind of a control station here, but I'm not sure exactly where I want to put that. I think what I'll do though is, while I'm thinking about that, is I'm going to go away and weld all this stuff up, and then we're just going to see how it looks and see if it actually looks any decent, because it is a little bit hard to judge what it's going to look like when it is like this. And then yeah, also I think what I need to do next is put in some lights in here, because it is, yeah, obviously very dark, and my torch just isn't doing this room any justice, and it's a bit hard to kind of gauge what everything looks like without actually any proper lighting. So alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, well, everything is welded up, and I think so far it's looking pretty good. So I think what I want to do now though is I'm kind of getting tired of using my torch here, so I think I'll just place some temporary lights on the roof, because I haven't really figured out exactly where I want the lights yet, but I guess we will place one there, maybe one there, and then also one over there, and then in the same spot on the other side. Come on, let me place the light where I want it to. Maybe I can place some more in the center as well. So maybe here's... Wait, where did the other lights go? Oh, there they are. They disappear on me. That's weird. Alright, maybe I can place some there and then also there as well. So let's go ahead and weld these ones up. Okay, so they're done. So now I just got to obviously adjust the settings on those interior lights. So let's find our interior lights here, and I'll make these the same color as I make everything else. So 190, 215. I'm not sure what's happening to my mouse here. Let's change this one, 215, and then come on, mouse. Then we go to 20 meters. Actually, maybe I'll change that to about 15. How's that look? Let me turn my lights off here. Yeah, it's not too bad, although I don't really get any light here, so maybe I'll have to place some more there, but I guess we'll deal with that in a moment. So let's go back to our interior lights and let's adjust some other settings. So the fall off I'll set to 2.0. Intensity I'll set that to 1.2 as per normal, and the offset I'll just leave that alone. So at least now we have a bit of light in there, or in this room. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the layout of these control consoles. Only thing is I mistakenly put this graded catwalk here when I should have put one with a railing. So let's go ahead and fix that as well. So we'll grab one with a railing on either side, and it's usually the last one that I select as per normal. Right, so now basically what I want to do is I want to have some like control panels up here as well, kind of suspended on these catwalks. So that's why I've placed these catwalks here upside down, so then we can kind of build from those. So what I'll do here is I will put in a catwalk with a railing on one side. So we'll grab one of these ones here, and then we'll do the same on the other side. And then in front of that, what we'll have is just an upside down catwalk. So what I'm going to do is spin this catwalk around, and then I'm going to place a catwalk like that, and then I'll do the exact same thing over here as well. So we'll place one there like that, another one there, and then in front of this one what we'll do is we'll place one with a double railing. So we'll go like this, and we'll place that there, and then place another one there, although it looks like I've run out of materials. Let's grab some more. Right, so let's place this one there, and then here will be another one with a single railing on the side. So one like that, spin that around, and then we'll place another one there, and then underneath here we'll have another catwalk that kind of goes upside down. So I'll place one there, just for continuity, I would say. And then we'll do the same on this side, so place some there like that, and then another one there. And I guess what I will do is I will just continue placing these things upside down here, just so that it kind of matches. I think also what I would like to do is place another one of these control panels over in this corner here. Wait, I can't place one there, so that's fine. What I would like to do is place another one maybe here. So what we can do is, now that we've placed the catwalks underneath, I can go ahead and grind this one out. So we'll grind that one out, and we'll do the same on the other side. So we'll get rid of that. Then what we can do is we can place... Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm going to. So one thing I kind of want to do is I would like to have some doors that go outside. So I think I could place some doors like down here, but I don't think I want to, because like this is the curved part. I guess what I could do is I could just like grind this block out. Oh, of course it is. I could grind those two blocks out. I know I'm getting a bit sidetracked here, but just bear with me. So I could grind those two blocks out there, and just put in these blocks here so that I could put in like a door, or maybe this block here, so maybe that one there like that, and like that, although it doesn't really look fantastic if I'm being honest. So yeah, I could put a half door here, so grab my half door and place it there, and then also have another half door there. Because yeah, like I said, I would like to have a door that goes to the outside, but I think I will worry about that later because I'm not exactly sure how I want that to look. Or my other option is I could get rid of these and I could place the door up here, so I could have this catwalk here kind of go out to that door. But the only issue is that this is a half block and the catwalk will only get halfway to that door. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that either. So it's kind of, yeah, it's not really an ideal scenario. I could even place a single door there, but I don't really like the idea of the entire place depressurizing every time I go in and out of that door. So yeah, there is that as well. Now, where did those steel plates go? Oh, there they are. Cool, they didn't go too far. So what I'll do though is I'll just continue on with the build inside, and then like I said, I'll figure out these doors later. Okay, so let me withdraw some components for a whole bunch of catwalks. So grab a few of those, and let's go back up here and weld all this stuff up. So I'll weld these ones up. I'll leave these out for the moment until I figure out what I'm going to do with this door, or maybe I can put the door somewhere else. I don't know, we'll sort out the door later. So we'll weld all these ones up as well, even though it's not really necessary that I weld these up. And I may actually get rid of one of these stairs as well, because I don't know if 2 stairs kind of looks that great, to be honest. Okay, so now what we can do from here is, well, let's weld these up first of all. Do I have the materials? No, I don't. So what I was thinking is grabbing some of, maybe I can grab some of these control seats. I don't know which ones I want to put up here. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is probably going to change when they release the new update, because I did notice that they have a few new control panels. So I dare say that later on I'm going to go and change this stuff anyway. So maybe we'll just place these down as kind of placeholders for the moment, and then afterwards, if they do release some new control panels in the latest update, then we can kind of come back and change them up. So let's get these all welded up. Wait, what color are they? Are they the dark grey? I don't know if they are actually. Yeah, I've got the dark grey selected, so I would assume that they are dark grey. That's alright. Alright, let's weld these, all the rest of these up, and then we can think about the railings. Okay, so all of these are now welded up. So what I want to do now is grab myself some materials, something like these neon tubes here. So let's grab a couple of these neon tubes. And what I was thinking is, because like this floating catwalk kind of looks like it's not supported by anything, so what I was thinking is placing some of these here so that they kind of look like they are supporting something, except I might use these ones here with the curve on top. So we'll place one of those on either side like that. I guess what I could do as well is I could hang some down from the roof. So we could go something like this. We could grab...
No energy.
Oh, no. No. Right. As I was saying, what we could do is we could grab some of these neon tubes and we could place them on the side here so that it looks like this whole setup is being kind of supported on either side there, and then also being supported by the fact that it's hanging from the roof with these ones. So what we can do is grab our straight ones and we'll place them there like that. And I do realize these are the ones with the little funky pieces on the end. I don't know how else to put that, but yeah, this piece here on the end, I think it makes it look a little bit better. So, and at least now it looks like it's being supported by something. So the rest of it kind of looks like it is being supported quite well, so I don't think I'm too worried about that. Like all of this stuff, it looks like it's kind of being supported by these stairs, and everything is kind of, yeah, looking pretty nice in that respect. So now one of the reasons why I placed these things here is because you might notice that obviously there's no railing here. What I would like to do is grab my railings And what I can do is I can actually attach them off of this thing, even though it doesn't look like they're kind of attached by that. They kind of are. So yeah, we can put our railings like that, and then off the side of these railings we can place some more railings. I thought I could do that. Maybe I can't. Huh, interesting. Alright, so then what I'll do here is I'll place a double railing. Is that a double railing? Yeah. So it's going to look a little bit weird because it's not really supported on one side. That is strange. Why is it letting me place one there but not on here? Oh, it's because there is no catwalk there to attach it to. So yeah, that's pretty much how the railings are going to go. They're not going to be absolutely perfect because, you know, obviously there's nothing really there supporting them. But I guess, you know, or even what I could do is I could have like the platform extend out here as well, rather than it just popping out for these control stations. I'm not exactly sure. So what I'll do is I'll replicate all of this stuff over the other side. I'll get all these railings in, and then I've got to kind of think about what I'm going to do with the catwalk out to this point. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, so all the railings are done, obviously. I've welded everything up, so I think so far it's looking pretty good. So now what I want to do is go ahead and actually build this out a bit further. So I think what I would like to do though is put another 2 of these control seats, like maybe here or something. So I guess what I'll do from here is just extend this platform out a little bit, although it looks like I've got the wrong color again. Let's go one further out, and then another further out again, and then maybe from here we can go with a right angled catwalk, so one like that, and then also on the other side. And then of course from here I'll just go straight across like this. Actually no, maybe instead what I'll do here is just place one with a railing on one side, and then we'll get rid of this one, and then what we can do is place another with a railing on one side, and then from the only thing is I can't attach a catwalk on the bottom here because these are in the way, so maybe I would have to place the control seats like here or something. I didn't really think about that one properly, did I? Alright, let's get rid of this side and let's see what we can do about this. So I guess from here I'll go another one. Wait, I want a catwalk with a railing on one side, so we'll place that there, and then underneath that is where we can place our upside down catwalk, if that makes sense. So then there we'll place that one. Let's get rid of this one. Let's place in another one of those like that, and then we'll get rid of this one, and then we will place in another catwalk with a railing on one side, although on the other side like that. And then what we can do is we can just continue on with our catwalks underneath. So we'll just place them all the way along here. I don't really need them to be going across that way, but and then can I place it down? Will it let me? Yes. Alright. And then from here we can put in our control seats. Now I think maybe instead what I might do, I'll turn my dampeners back on. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use the control seats that are like this. So like those ones there. The only thing is, like, if I place it there, is it actually going to look half decent if I do that? Let's just test this out. So place one. Well, actually, let me just weld up some of these so I can get rid of some of the stuff that's on my inventory. So weld some of these up, and now I should actually have enough materials to actually build this thing. Now, what happens if I sit in this seat? You still can't really see too much, but I guess it is kind of, yeah, more like a looks kind of thing rather than it being functional. So I don't know. And then let's see if we can place in our railings. I think we should be able to, although maybe we might be a bit too close to the glass. So I'll place a railing there, and let's see if I can place one there. No, it won't let me do that. And I don't think it'll let me place one there either. So I think what I have to do here is go ahead and put in some of these neon tubes, just these really tiny little corner pieces here. Although I have to do that on the bottom, so I've got to place one there. But I need some interior plates. But will I actually be able to build one there? That's the question. Let me grab the materials for these and see if I can actually make this work. So let's grab just a few of those, and let's see if I can actually make this work. So if I can place this one like that, I don't think it's going to let me, because that space has been occupied by this window here. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go one block further back. So let's... Ooh. Nearly smashed the window. Alright, let's grind all of this away. And I guess I'll have to place it here. Although that's going to drop off. Why did that drop off? Oh yeah, because there is a... there is no block underneath here. So what we'll have to do is place another graded catwalk like that. And then like that. And we're going to have to get rid of all of this stuff. Get rid of all of this. And that one as well. And let's get rid of this. Of course, my inventory is full. Alright, let's weld these up. I'll have to change these ones here at some stage as well. So what I'll do though is I will go ahead and I'll place in some catwalks that go across like this. Just for now. And then what I can do is grind this away now. So... oh, actually, it's been held by that, so I guess... oh, no. I didn't think about that, did I? Alright, so let's place in one with a railing on one side, like that. And then we can go ahead and place our railing back, because it kind of fell off there. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one as well. Although my inventory is full once again. So let's... where can I weld some stuff up? Alright, let's weld these ones up. Okay, so now I should be able to place in my catwalk with a railing. Can I grab those materials? Yes, I can. Oh, I've placed in the wrong ones. Oh well, that's alright. Alright, so let's place in our one with a railing on one side like that. And then we can place in our railing like that. And then here we should be able to place in one of those flight seats. I am tempted to place in another one of these though, so maybe we can do that instead. So maybe we can place in one of those there and then another one of those there. Alright, so I'm going to go away and weld all of this stuff up and replace these with the correct catwalks. And then I think we can figure out exactly what I want to do with this door. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, well, everything is welded up and I think it's looking pretty good so far. So the only thing I really want to change now is I want to probably get rid of this first set of stairs, because it just looks weird there being two sets of stairs there. But what I need to do now is get rid of this. I know I said I was going to work on the door, but I may have to leave that for the next episode. I don't know how we'll go for time, but I guess we'll see how we go. I will replace that with one of those catwalks there, like that. And then we can weld that up, and we can also weld this one up. And then what I need to do is grind this one away and replace that with something else. The only problem with this whole setup is you can't really walk past these chairs. But I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to kind of live with that. I don't really see any reason why you would need to access this area. Or maybe what I could do instead is I could place in... maybe what I'll do though is I'm gonna place a block here and a block here just in case these catwalks kind of collapse after I grind this one out. because the ones over there are only attached by this, I'm pretty sure. So what I could do instead is we could grab like a catwalk that goes here with a railing on either side, and then I could put a set of stairs that goes downwards. Actually, no, I don't think I can even do that because I've got, yeah, I was thinking maybe I could have a catwalk with a set of stairs that goes down and then have another like these compact stairs here. But the problem with these ones is that you can't really do that because they're like, yeah, I don't know. So what I'll do instead is I'll just go ahead and I'll place in one of these for the time being until I can figure out a better solution. I am thinking maybe I could go half stairs here. So maybe this side we have a half stair there and then have a half stair there as well. And then from there I can just put in a half railing, but I don't know, I'm not too sure yet. But what I want to do as well is add a bit more lighting. So what I had originally planned was maybe placing some lights there on the corners, but I think instead what I can do is I can grab some double corner lights and then just place them on the bottom of these catwalks here. So we'll place one there, and then we'll place another one there, and then we'll place another one here, so one block further apart, and then that kind of matches up with what I want. So let's weld all of these up, and then we can go into the control panel here, and then we can change the settings of these corner lights. Corner light double, so I think it should be these ones. I think it was 170 and then 100, I think it was the color. Let's change the radius to, I don't know, let's say 6 meters. Fall off, I will set that to 2. Intensity, I'll set to 0.8 or something like that. And the offset, I'll just leave that alone for now. Alright, let's get out of this control seat and let's see how this looks. Yeah, so I think that looks pretty good. And we have a nice little glow here. It's a little bit, yeah, it's quite subtle, but it's also looking pretty good as well. Maybe what I could do is kind of double them up and just put them all the way along. Maybe that's what I'll do instead. Yeah, I think I will do that. So I'm going to do that. And I really am considering changing these stairs to just the half stairs so that you have better access past these seats. It kind of makes sense, I guess, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And then also maybe what I can do is, oh no, I was thinking maybe I could place in one of these blocks here. Where's that table block? Where is it? Yeah, this block here, I could place in some of these here, but I don't know. I don't know if I really want there to be any of those there. Because they kind of look strange being underneath here. But it does add a little bit more detail. So, alright, well I'm going to go away and put in some more lights and then I'll be back. Okay, well, as you can see, I've gone ahead and I've placed in these half stairs so that you can at least get past these chairs at certain points and then, you know, kind of go back into this area here. So also what I've done is I've removed these double corner lights because I just think that, yeah, I really want to place in some of these blocks here, some of these console blocks, because I just think they will look, you know, just that little bit nicer being in here. So let's grab the materials for those and let's weld these two things up. And then I think what I'll do with these is I will have a picture of either of the ships that are out there at the moment. So one for the Pilgrim and one for obviously the Atlas, although it is a little bit difficult to kind of walk around this area. So maybe what I see, you can see here that I've kind of staggered these stairs a bit, but maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of these stairs and this railing here and do the same with that one. And then what I can do is just place in my half stair that goes on the other side like that, so that there is a bit more room in between these stairs and the console block. So let's place another one there, and then let's grab our half railing, which is that one, and then we got to select the other one, which is this one, and spin that around until it's in the right position. Fantastic. Alright, so now we've got plenty of room to walk around and we can kind of access everything that we need to. Later on as well, what I'm going to do is change the images on all of these screens to something a bit more, something a bit better than what they're set to now. Alright, so with my lighting, what I want to do is place in some corner lights like I've done before. What I'll do though is I'll start off by placing one here, and then we'll just modify the, so let's go to the corner light. Looks like I've got a few that I need to name. That is a shame. Alright, so it should be this one here. Let's set the offset to 5 and let's see which direction that is actually going. So yeah, cool. So it looks like it's going in that direction, which is the direction that I want it to actually go. So what I'll do is I'll grab another corner light. I'll place one on the other side, making sure that I don't flip it over. We'll place one there as well, and then there, and then also we can place one here and then here as well. And then we just go and weld all these up, make these the orange color, and then what I'll do is I'll set the offset so they're kind of centered a bit. I don't know what radius to set these for. Maybe I'll go with 6 again. So let's find our corner lights again. So corner, and it should be these last few here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's these ones here. So let's set these to, let's go with 6 meters. The fall off 1.2, the intensity to 0.8, and the offset, I probably want to set that to about 2.5. And then let's change the color to 170 and then 100. And let's see how this looks. In fact, you know what? I'm going to rename these. So we'll call this Control Tower Floor Lights 1 through 6. So let's rename all of these. Okay, cool. So they're all renamed. Alright, let's see how this looks. Yeah, not too bad. It doesn't look too bad, although I wish it kind of was nighttime at the moment so that I could, like, gauge more, a little bit more how these lights are going to look. Now, the other thing I was kind of thinking about was this whole area here, like if you do kind of manage to get up here, although I don't know if I want this area to be accessible. I guess I do, but obviously, as you can see, I don't know how that seat managed to stay there. That was weird. And when I would sit in that chair, it would actually not charge my batteries up. So I think what I want to do here is, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to pin these blocks down so that they don't go anywhere when I grind them away. So let's pin those to the roof. Now, what I want to do from here is grind this block out, and then we will go and place in a catwalk that goes like this, and then a double catwalk. Oh, of course, I can't do that, can I? That is a bit of a problem. Well, actually, you know what? I think what I can do instead is put the catwalk that was there before, the corner one. So let's find the corner catwalk. Is that in the right orientation? Yes, it is. Let's place that one back, and then I'll get rid of this catwalk that's underneath here. I don't think I can. If I get rid of that catwalk, then this catwalk has got nothing to kind of attach to. Alright, plan C then. What we can do instead is get rid of this catwalk at the top. And that drops to the floor again. And then we can place in a freestanding catwalk with no railings, and then from here we can put in a set of stairs. The only problem is though that I think I should be able to place in a railing. Let's get rid of this railing here, and let's put in our set of stairs. Let's place our set of stairs there, like that. And then at least we have some sort of access to this platform here so that people can kind of look out and observe if they want to. So I'll do the same on the other side. In fact, can I actually place another railing on the side here? I think I should be able to. I want a railing like this, just a flat, straight railing. Okay, cool. So I can place that railing back, which is nice. Let's get rid of this railing. Let's get rid of this catwalk. Oh, I forgot I didn't weld that one up. No matter. It is all good. Alright, let's place that one there. Let's place in our stairs again. So place a set of stairs there. Let's weld both of these up. That one too. And then we should be able to place in our railing once more. Place in a railing like... Where is my railing? Ah, there it is. Okay. It's a little bit hard to see with all this stuff going on. Right, so now the only thing is that there's kind of like a... I would love to put a railing here, although I'm not sure if I can actually do that. Let's see if I can. So I'm going to have to place a railing there, but I can't place one here because this whole... Yeah, I think I might just have to live without there being a railing here and just kind of hope that people aren't silly enough to fall down here, although I guess they wouldn't really fall down. I guess the only other thing I want to change just before I call this episode quits is I maybe want to make it the same on this side as like this side, or sorry, the other way around. So I want to make this side here the same as this side. So what we'll do is we'll grind out all of these blocks here. Let's get rid of all of these. And finally that one, and then let's replace them with this block here. Like, wait. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I need to go like that. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused here. And then we'll flip it over like that. Place that there. And then we can go ahead and we can place in these ones here. Like that. And I just think that looks just a tiny touch nicer. And fantastic. So that looks pretty good. Okay. Alright. So I think so far it's looking pretty good. And then maybe another thing I could do as well is in front of these blocks here, what I could do is go ahead and place in some of these transparent LCDs. So we could place in some LCDs here. Will it let me attach these LCDs? Maybe I have to spin them around like that. Yeah, so I could... No, I can't really do it. That is a bit of a shame. So, alright guys, well I think that is about everything that I have planned for this episode. So what I'm going to do over, well, in between this episode and the next one is really think about where I'm going to place these doors. So I may, yeah, just tinker around with that a little bit and then figure out exactly what I want to do with that. But I think so far, and I mean, let me know what your guys' opinion is. So far, I think this whole control center is looking really nice. Yeah, really exceeded my expectations at least. I wasn't sure that I could make it look this good. And it definitely took me a lot of time to think about what I wanted to do with this. So yeah, next episode we'll figure out these doors, and then after that maybe I'll tinker around with a few things in here as well. Maybe we can move the stairs to this point here. And then also what I want to do is put a support brace down the bottom. So very similar to how I've done with the landing pads and everything else on the base that's supported by these pillars. But yeah, so anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Wasteland Survival, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Wasteland Survival. So if you like this content, then definitely consider leaving a like, and don't forget to subscribe so that you do not miss another episode. Alright guys, I will see you next time.